Welcome to Understand the Math. In this video, I'm going to walk you through an example of using the law of cosines to solve a side-angle side triangle. One side of our triangle is equal to 25, the other is equal to 30, and the angle between the two sides is equal to 140 degrees. To solve the triangle, we need to find the missing side and the two missing angles. I've outlined 5 steps that we can follow to find these quantities. The first step is to assign variables to the given quantities. We'll let our given angle be equal to capital A, and we'll set our two sides equal to B and C. We'll then assign variables to the unknown quantities. We'll let our side opposite angle A be little a, our angle opposite side B be capital B, and our angle opposite side C be capital C. Our next step is to find the side opposite the given angle using the law of cosines. The side opposite angle A is little a, so we'll write the law of cosines as a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine of our angle A. We want to solve for little a, so we'll write this as a squared, and then we'll put in values for the other quantities on the right-hand side. B is 25, so this is 25 squared, plus c is 30, we'll square that, minus 2 times b, which is 25, times c, which is 30, times cosine of our angle A, which is 140 degrees. This gives us a squared is 625 plus 900 minus 1500 times cosine of 140 degrees. We can now plug that into our calculator, and when we do, we end up with a squared is equal to 2674.07. And make sure your calculator is in degree mode when you calculate the cosine of 140 degrees. We'll now take the square root, and we get that A is equal to 51.71. The fourth step is to find the second angle using the law of sines or the law of cosines. I'm going to choose our second angle to be angle B and find it using the law of sines because it's easier than using the law of cosines. The law of sines tells us that the sine of angle A over side A is equal to the sine of angle B over side B. We want to find angle B, so we'll solve for sine B first. This gives sine B is equal to B times sine of A divided by little a. Let's now plug in values for these variables. B is equal to 25, and then we have sine of A, which is 140 degrees, divided by little a, which we just found in step 3, and that is equal to 51.71. When we plug this into a calculator, we find that sine of B is equal to 0.31077. Our B then is the inverse sine of this number, and this is equal to 18.11 degrees. Our last step is to find angle C, and we can find that because we know that all 3 angles, when we add them up, is going to equal 180 degrees. So we start by saying A plus B plus C is 180 degrees. We plug in what A is, that's 140 degrees. We plug in our B, 18.11 degrees, and then we have C, and then on the right, we have 180 degrees. This gives us 158.11 degrees plus C is 180 degrees. This tells us that C is 180 degrees minus 158.11 degrees, which is equal to 21.89 degrees. We now have values for the missing side and the two missing angles.
If this video has been helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Keep believing in yourself and have a great rest of your day.